Okay, I know I'm supposed to be reviewing the whole episode and everything, but I just wanted to point out one thing, and it's the most important thing that stood out to me this entire episode. When Nathaniel looks at Mark, he has a blush. He literally has a blush on because the next frame is gone. That is my takeaway from this entire episode. Okay. Hello and welcome, my dear, sweet, beautiful viruses of the internet. My name is TVC, and this is my uh ninth review of the wait. This is my review of Gabriel Agreste, which is the ninth episode of the first season of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. I could have said that so much more better. Wait, give me a second. This is my review of the ninth episode of the fourth season of Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir called Gabriel Agreste. There we go. Using the little brain cells and everything is better. So, I have gotten the English dub, but I haven't watched it because I do not want to relive this shit again. Because I have a live reaction up, and towards half of it, the dub just falls apart. But I need to give the people what they want, which is a review. And in that review, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say. Because this episode is everything I wanted and hated all at the goddamn same time. I did not want Felix to come back into the show. I'm gonna make this perfectly clear. After Felix in the finale portion, the latter half of season 3 of Miraculous, I didn't want to see this little shit again at all. I didn't want him to reappear, but even now he looks so cute and smug. I fucking hate him, but he did so well in this episode that I literally just said, fuck, I like him now. And that is the problem. Okay, calm down. Okay. This episode is basically Gabriel Agreste is hosting a party in his house for all the elites, and he's inviting their children. And in that situation, Chloé has dirt on Marinette that she's going to show to Gabriel. And Chloé got that dirt on Marinette because her friends invited Marc and Nathaniel to devise a plan on how Marinette will get to Adrian, which isn't even a plan if you think about it. They just wrote fan fiction where, oh, Marinette needs to defeat his dad to get to him, and Chloé heard that and said, oh, she's gonna show Gabriel so he can protect his son and stop him from seeing Marinette. And that's the whole premise. Now, remember, the start of this conversation, or the initial premise, was that Gabriel Agreste was hosting a party in his house, and he was inviting all his influential friends. There was no goddamn fucking reason at all to involve Marinette in this. But the show spent literally, let me see. Adrian was practically non-existent. The moment he showed up, he made like lunch for Natalie and everything. His dad just appeared and said, "Be gone." And that's it. That's all we get of Adrian. That is all we get of him. In a show centered around his fucking father in their house. This is Party Crasher all over again. Okay. So, this shit started like around the 2.5 minute mark. And it goes all the way to the 5.5 minute mark, more or less. Oh my god, I don't need to see this. Oh my god. Anyway, they spent 3.5 minutes of the runtime coming up with a reason as to why she needs to be there, where she just could not be there. We could have had Felix and Adrian interact. Let Adrian be the one to figure out, oh, there's some shenaniganery going on. I said this in my live reaction. What happened to Felix is what should be happening to Adrian. He should be the one piecing these things together. But they're just so committed to the perfect boy image of, oh, he can do no wrong, he's perfect, he's got no issues. So they kind of dump all the negative things onto Felix, and that makes Felix a more interesting character, because guess what? The character that does shit is the character we like. That's why they make Marinette do a lot of shit in the attempts for us to like her. But she does all the shit that it makes us not like her. And now she's dressed up as a waiter and snuck into the party so she can keep an eye on Chloé so Chloé doesn't release the information to Gabriel. And God. Everything with the Gabriel plotline, with him trying to get his wife's ring back from Felix, who is a little shit. He gave a fake ring. Like, if you remember, if you're following the show at all, Felix stole Gabriel's ring, and the ring is important to him because of his wife. But the thing is, the ring belongs to his wife, which is his aunt and his mother. So both rings going to his mom wasn't fair, so he got one back. And now Gabriel wants the ring. But so when he cornered Felix, I don't think he did this whole thing just to get Felix back in his vicinity and get the rings. Felix gave him a ring and said, oh, that's the ring. And Gabriel said, oh, what if your mother asks? And Felix is like, oh, I have a fake one, so my mom wouldn't ask. But the thing is, probably all the rings on him are fake. The real ring isn't with him. And Gabriel knows this. He knows the ring that Felix gave him is a fake, and he doesn't know how to get the real ring back from him. So Natalie says you should transform. And obviously Gabriel says, if I transform and ask for the ring, nobody would do that except Gabriel. So it would tip off to Felix that I am Hawkmoth. And damn, the details on this. It would tip off to Felix that I am Hawkmoth, and there is no way of me doing it without him knowing. And Felix is right outside. He was so fucking close to hearing him say this.
Then make him tell you where he's put Emilie's real ring and get it back.
If I do that, he'll know that I am Shadow Moth. Who else would want that ring?
These are the little, oh my god, you missed it kind of things. I think it was even in Felix that this happened, or Shatbla, or one of them, where Gabriel tries to reveal the truth to Adrian, but then Adrian mentioned, Adrian thought his dad was saying he's gonna move on with Natalie, and that just stopped Gabriel from revealing the truth to Adrian, which, when you think about it, wouldn't he use that situation to say, oh, I wouldn't forget your mother, I wouldn't give up on your mother, that's why I'm a Hawkmoth? But Adrian said something that led to Gabriel not revealing the truth to him. And in this situation, Adrian again called Felix back to the room, and that was the reason why Felix missed the final bits of information. I think somebody even pointed out the fact that the layout is wrong, that normally Adrian's room is on the right and his dad's whatever is on the left. So in this situation, now that I think about it, yeah, that's kind of true. And Adrian doesn't even question why Felix is standing right outside Natalie's room. This isn't Gabriel's room, this is Natalie. But so far we know this is where Adrian's room is situated in this place, and this place isn't even that big. If that small room is right here, and then his room is, you know what? I'm looking too deep into this. The party is right down here anyway. So he transforms into Shadow Moth. I keep saying Hawkmoth, and he amok himself into existence. And at first I was like, I don't get it. Then I was like, oh, I get it. Anyway, Kagami doesn't like this bitch. She's like, yeah, no. Denied. Best girl, absolute best girl. Again, this is a SIM card, that's not a memory card. Fuck you. Go to my live reaction to see what I say about that. Does this girl have a rash? Is she getting acne? That would actually be interesting if we see characters in 3D animation with like facial deformities. But yeah, nobody figures out this is Marinette. She's still trying her best to stop Chloé from revealing the truth, and Chloé is also being Chloé, and damn, Gabriel is dressed to kill. Get it, sir? Oh, now I know where Adrian gets it from. This bloodline is blessed. Within his mom and his dad, Adrian was set up for greatness. So Felix sneaks into Gabriel's office. I don't know what for, and he sees a picture of Emilie. And he smiles like this. And I said, you do not smile at your aunt like this. You smile at your mom like this. So now my theory of the twin thing is kind of in reverse. And he almost touches the painting, which almost reveals the thing. And I think this whole situation was just so, oh, he has pictures of his son. That's nice. But then you realize it's probably just for the modeling thing. Oh my god. The only reason why they put Felix here was so they could have this reveal and this little moment to discuss, and we don't even hear Gabriel come back into the room, but whatever. Yeah, cartoons got a cartoon, but even this cartoon pretends to try to apply logic. But why would Felix come in here? Even if it's to confront him, Gabriel just left. So him coming in here has no reason. You wouldn't find anything or whatever. So he tries to talk to his uncle, and the man just says, I think Felix says you're Hawkmoth or something. Yeah, he tries to say you're Hawkmoth. You're not who you're saying you're pretending to be. And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He figured it out. But obviously, even if that be the case, Adrian figured out Ladybug's identity a long time ago. So whoever gets the trophy for figuring shit out, that goes to Adrian 100,000%. And obviously the show goes out of its way to try and confuse Felix. But unlike with Adrian, where they successfully succeed in fooling him, Felix does a thing that reverses everything and reveals the truth that yes, what he thought was, but stop giving this little shit wins. I don't want it. So Shadow Moth akumatizes him in that situation to try and prove that he is not Hawkmoth, like what he did in Paper Catcher, whatever that was, Paper Collector. And he tries to say, oh, your Hawkmoth is not true. Felix is like, nah. And how would he know about Amox and how when Ladybug undoes things, it doesn't undo things past before the amokization or akumatization? He ripped his shoes predicting that something like this could happen, and if Ladybug fixes everything, like what he did is cool as shit. But when you sit down and apply logic, there is no way that Felix would know this is how things should happen for his secret to not go out without him having prior knowledge that, oh, without the writer just giving him that prior knowledge, if you know what I mean. So whereas I'm inclined to believe he could figure it out on his own. Well, he was watching Ladybug, so Alia was literally spoon feeding him information, and with her knowing about Ladybug's secrets, there are things she can and can't reveal, and he now knows, oh, people can be good and bad with the miracles, miraculouses. Oh, what if in not Bunnix, whatever that villain was where Bunnix showed up, the Hawkmoth of the future is Felix? It's not Lila. But anyway, Felix pulls an ultimate power move and breaks off the connection with the thing. And now that I think about it, it's not even that cool because yeah, Chloé broke out of it and you can say, oh, in the heat of the moment. But was Felix really desperate enough to get akumatized? Because he was backed into a corner with somebody, yeah, quote unquote, more powerful than him. But Felix is a little shit. I don't see him backing that far down. So he grabs his pin and he destroys his pants as a way of having an identifying factor to this, because I guess he knows about Amox now, that they can be a copy, or maybe in his head he knew, okay, Hawkmoth maybe made a copy, or he can be like, oh, this is an akumatized thing, somebody Hawkmoth could akumatize somebody who can make clones or whatever, and this is a clone, so when Hawkmoth is doing his thing, I don't know, so he put an indicator on the clone so that next time he sees Gabriel and he doesn't see that thing, he knew it was a clone. He knew some shenaniganery was going on. So he akumatizes himself and gets to Collector 2.0 and tries to get people's secrets. He put it in his amok person that your power would be to get the truth out of people that you collect. And this person is like, I steal ideas, or I'm here to steal ideas. Again, I'm recalling from the dub because I'm not watching this English version. I might watch it in my own time, but no promises. I was gonna watch it in 2x speed, but even then I just So anyway, he's collecting everybody, and Kagami, best of best girls, just hides him, and it's like convenient, yes, but Adrian is a better fencer than her. He should be out there fighting as well. If he wasn't Cat Noir, I don't see Adrian ever running away from a fight, but they create a reason for him to transform, and I think the show is just like, we need Cat Noir there because the name of the show has him there, but they'd get rid of him if they could. So Kagami fights him off. Even then, Kagami is just getting more development where she's fighting him off to protect Adrian from his dad, even though we have no reason to think his dad will collect him. But when people are akumatized, I guess they fly off the handle, so she knows this. Marinette finds a way to they transform, and they defeat him. Of course they do. We know this. But I'm like I said in my live reaction, I don't know the memory on that device, but I need it. And Cat Noir gets a win in some sense where she's like, yeah, toss your baton, and the accuracy in that thing. But I said cataclysm, but no, yo, whatever. Next time, we always get to see a lucky charm and a miraculous ladybug, but sometimes we don't get to see a cataclysm. Even the one power he has, we don't get to see it in the show titled after his dad. I know I will not stop harping about this. It pisses me off. A show that's good, it's the potential of it. This had so much potential to be better than it was, because by all miraculous standards, I'm supposed to switch off my brain, switch off my Cat Noir bias. By all miraculous standards, this is a wonderful episode. It does a lot, it reveals a lot, it does what it does best with Miraculous. And the thing that pisses me off is it shouldn't be this way. The show should strive for better, but it's so comfortable with the whole Marinette has to be there, Marinette has to be clumsy, Marinette has to be awkward, Marinette has to make us cringe, because a whole portion of this was spent with Marinette trying to prevent Chloé from revealing the secret, that it almost felt like the main actual story of, hey, Felix figured it out, kind of took a back seat to whatever bullshit is going on between Chloé and Marinette, where, oh no, Marinette's secret might get out. Oh no, her secret that everybody knows she likes. I am fucking sure Gabriel knows that Marinette likes his son by now. I think that's the whole reason why the whole Lila thing happened, because he knows it's his son. He knows everybody likes him. How tall are you? They're like reaching his waist. My goodness. Even Kagami is near the gorilla's shoulder, but maybe it's perspective, but still. Okay, that's much better. That's much better, but right? But oh no. The perspective on this part terrified me. Is this one of those badly animated episodes? So anyway, Ladybug gives Gabriel her charm thingy for him not to be akumatized, and she literally handed the villain her secret to him not being able to transform people anymore, because at the start of the episode he did mention that, hey, something's different with Ladybug. Why does she feel like a cardboard cutout? Well, she even does. At the start in the car where she was talking to Felix, it felt like she looked like a sticker. So Chloé tries to reveal the secret, but apparently that douchebag was the owner of the phone, and he deletes it, and the serotonin that ran through my bloodline at seeing this was spectacular. My god, you are a billion-dollar mogul. What the fuck are you doing with a cheap Android phone? Get an iPhone. I understand people like you owning iPhones, but what the fuck? Well, they're French. I get a Samsung, like the latest version, and it's so tiny. Anyway, Chloe is pissed. She doesn't have her proof, but it's like, idiot, you should have saved a copy to your phone before you dumped it, but you're so busy. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. Serotonin. Even Chloe was just so out of character, but she's been out of character with the character assassination. But even Marinette pointed out that you would prefer Adrian being alone in his house than to have freedom. And she's like, nah, yeah, he prefers to be alone at home instead of hanging out with you losers. Maybe then he'll go back to being the boy of my dreams. The sub kind of implied that Chloe was in love with him, but no, she just wants Adrian to go back to being her one and only boy toy, and I don't want to get into it. Anyway, Gabriel commits unalive for the sentimonster, and as we know, sentimonsters are real living beings, so he just committed murder. He committed control alt delete on this sentimonster's life. Oh, Natalie reads a lot of books. That's cute. And she just has papers for ideas. And he even goes back to her for like comfort. He doesn't. This is basically reverse Adrianette. Like the worst of, oh my god, it's the worst version of Adrianette. My goodness. Remember all the screenshots with Marinette being with her friends and then she's holding a device with Adrian, like even if he's at home, back when the show was actually trying to involve Adrian in things and she's just supporting him. This is basically this. Natalie is just Marinette, hopelessly in love with somebody who just has no goddamn clue and has no interest in you. Because Adrian, for the most part, has no interest in Marinette, but he has started showing potential as a Mr. Pigeon 72, but nothing has been confirmed yet. So the villains practically, oh my god, I can't even believe it. The villains, she's a villain. Well, she is, but oh my god, they figure out that hey, Ladybug must be updating herself, upgrading. She's getting better, so there's no limit to her power because there are also empty pages in the, I think it's called a grimoire. I cannot remember, and then Natalie says, "Oh, basically, Gabriel. I'll let him say it.
Blank pages at the end.
This means that the power of the Miraculous is even stronger than we thought.
As is yours.
Yeah. Again, sub better than dub. What? Yeah, I think. Well, is this a dub? Anyway, knowing what they're saying is better because in the subtitle it was basically implied that Hawkmoth said, "Oh, so we don't know the limit to I think Ladybug's power or the Miraculous power," and then she kind of said, "Oh, that means your power is infinite," just kind of turning it on him or his redirected and then the attention back to him. But in this case, it's kind of the same thing. Hawkmoth says, "Oh, so Ladybug, we don't know the extent to Ladybug's power, or she's more powerful than we thought," and Natalie is like, "So are you, so is yours. Your power is great too." And we just love a supportive bitch like that. We love it when wifey supports the bae. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love this. I absolutely adore this. So the cannot take a hint squad that just forces Marinette, my sons, my children are sitting back worrying about what's going on, and Marinette comes back saying, "Oh no, it was a success." I don't want to get into it. They're like, "Oh, we have the good plan for your next whatever," and it's like, "What was this? Even your first plan? Your first plan wasn't shit. What did you even tell her to do? Unless I missed it." But when it wait, I need something to give me some hope back because their art is beautiful, so beautiful. Oh my god, the hamsters. Serotonin. Where is it? I'm trying to find it, but there we go. I love this frame. I don't know why him doing this pose just does it for me. So we go to the end. Her friends are like, "Oh yeah, your next adventure, whatever." They said they're gonna make a comic about Marino, which is like the Marinette alter ego, and the episode ends. And where do I even begin with this one? Functionally speaking, as an episode, it did great. It did what it was supposed to do. But as a fan of the show, I'm just disappointed in how blatant things are now. Like, Adrian is not even in this screenshot. We had an episode with his mother, his cousin, his dad, his cousin finding out his dad's secret, and he is not even there. We were treated to a bullshit subplot of Marinette trying to keep her secret from his dad. I know we tried to find a way to get Ladybug to be there. But literally, they could have just had her parents be the caterers. They've already established that her parents are the best bakers in Paris. And I know Gabriel would want to have food at his thing, but just have it be caterers. Her parents were catering the party, just like with that movie premiere that she went to in Animaestro. And instead of her dad going, she goes because she wants to be there. And then she finds out about what's happening, and then she transforms. This show will not crumble if Ladybug just gets like 30 seconds of development. We've seen it happen in like Lies and stuff. I think I was even told there's another Adrian-centric episode, so I guess I shouldn't complain, but I have to, because in this episode it's just, I can forgive every other episode focusing on Marinette because she's the one that has a daily life, but when the story comes back to be inside his own house about his family and he has barely any relevance in it, that is when I get angry. because the story that these two pitched, I think, was it the chat that said it or me? Because I don't want to take credit for if they said it. But the chat basically said it. Marinette is the knight in shining armor coming to save the damsel in distress. And in the stories always focus on the person who comes to save thine princess from the evil dude. And that's why I guess the story kind of saying, oh, that's why we're focusing on Marinette so much, because the princess barely has a life and the prince fawns over her and tries to save her. But bitch, even in the fairy tale stories, we followed the princesses. We followed Snow White. We don't even know who the dude is who came in the last 10 seconds to kiss her. Yes, did he save the day? Yes. But we knew about the bitch who went through the most struggles. And in Sleeping Beauty, did I say Snow White? Yeah, the first one is Snow White. In Sleeping Beauty, we get a bit of both. We see the princess, her life and everything, and then in the second half, it's the prince running and charging to fight the villain. And if you're even trying to use the analogy that, oh, we're switching the roles, the princess is the dude now and the prince is the girl, can we know about the princess's life? It's like showing me a story of Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, and you're just showing me the prince struggling to save this damsel in distress without us even knowing what the damsel is even in distress about or going through. She just is in distress. And if you think about Sleeping Beauty, where it's kind of obnoxious that Philip just rolls in the end and is the hero when Aurora went through all the shit, but that's kind of how I see it now. Marinette is just kind of being pretentious, rolling in to try and save the princess when we know Adrian is going through a lot of shit, but the show refuses to show us. I shouldn't be angry at a good show. It was a good show. I shouldn't be angry at a good episode that did what it needed to do. Functionally, there was a large cast, there were people, there was different locations, there was intrigue, there was mystery, there was anger, there was heart, there was a little inkling. We even saw Kagami and Adrian trying to, I guess, rekindle things. Marinette wasn't there, so thank God. She's not tripping over them. We could have even had like Felix talk to Kagami, some fucking thing. But no. We have to have Marinette be in the vicinity to do her Marinette thing. We had to take the focus away from the main plot. And now we have Felix ascertain the role of a better character than Adrian himself, because he's the one doing things. And I thought it was his left pants. No, was he? I thought it was his left pants. Whatever. He sees it, and this is the oh my god moment. But we just cut back to Marinette, and I'm literally here like, I don't fucking care. Go back to what is important. The plot. I know this is an episodic thing, but when plot starts kicking in, plot takes the bigger focus. This could have happened. This scene, don't take out the scene. This scene could have happened. Then this scene happens in the end. Then we do this. Then we cut to title cards. Am I overreacting? Am I going too hard? Am I being unreasonable? I feel like I'm being unreasonable. I feel like I'm not being fair. I feel bad. But at the same fucking time, I feel justified. Like, at the end of the day, my feelings are valid. You might disagree with my opinions. That's perfectly fine. You might love this episode. That's perfectly fine. But my feelings are valid, and I feel like this was shit compared to what it could have been. This could have been greatness, but it isn't. It's just average. It's above average, and I hate that. It should be great. Am I the asshole for wanting better? Why do I feel like I'm in an abusive relationship with this show? This show is gaslighting me into like, why are you the one having expectations for greatness? You should settle for what you got. And I feel abused. That is enough emotions from me in regards to this show. I'm going to end thine video here, and let me know what you think. I genuinely want to know. I want to know if is it just me? Is this a me thing? Is this a me problem? Or is this a general feeling from the public or the fandom that I don't even know. I don't even understand myself. I don't know how to feel about this episode. How can you like something but abhor it at the same time? That's a new feeling for me, so I gotta figure my shit out. But in the meantime, eh, more reviews coming soon. Keep your eyes out for that. Hopefully, I won't be as butthurt or whatever this is, whatever I'm feeling right now. Hopefully, I won't be this in those episodes. And we, God, I feel like I'm the problem here. I feel like I'm being the bitch, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm actually looking forward to your thoughts. Yeah, this is a tricky one. I genuinely don't know how to feel about this one. But so yeah, thanks everybody so much for clicking to watch. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. But with that being said, this is TVC. Mwah. Signing out.